to, yeah. So this one is the shortest way. Oh, enemies. Next, I probably want to dramatically increase the range of the tractor beam, because you have to be quite close for it to work in the first place, which can be annoying. Boom. Okay, so now, do we have everything in this system? We do not. Shit. Yeah, and then it also explodes, which makes it more difficult to, oh shit, to pick up stuff. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so let's check out that yellow planet on the top there, and then we go basically around to the bottom. Oh my god, there's another one of those, and I didn't notice it. That is bad. Okay, we get titanium and the other thing. Maybe let's just use it. So we have it, and then go instantly back. Cool. So we actually, let's see here. Well, this is the star. So we're going to the white planet first, just because it's further away from the next portal. Oh, what's that? What was that? There was something here, and now it's gone. Okay. But yeah, the other thing we probably want to increase next is the engines, because we're a bit like we're not super slow or anything, but I just want to be a bit quicker when driving, flying from one place to the other. That's a very sweet small planet. Class F. Oh, hostiles. On a high mountain on this uninhabited ice ball is a structure buried in ice and snow. After careful defrost using the landed thrusters, the team is able to enter. The structure was an automated observatory that likely has been abandoned for centuries. Judging from several records, it was part of a project to study the chemical composition of rare comets. Sadly, most of the data collected has been lost. One hard copy has an interesting note. The translation reads, "Probe thruster failure confirmed. Likely unrecoverable. Project dead. Stop at 1.1x minus 23.3. 1.1x minus 23. Yep. Awesome. So it's short. I mean, it's cool that these are actually coming up on the map, right? Otherwise, hold on, I can hear attacks. So if we're in the map, that means if we're in the map, it doesn't stop. That's the last part of the missile launcher. Awesome. In that case, let's check out that last planet here, then head back to the station to research the missile launchers, because that means I think we can get the next ship. I think, but I think actually we don't have enough resources, to be honest. But we could trade, I guess. On approach, heat plumes and seismic readings suggest the structure is some kind of mining facility. No life signs are immediately detected, although heavy dust makes visual and sense observation tricky. Approach with caution. It seems that this is an automated mining facility operated only by low-level drones who ignore the team's presence. Deep bore drills bring yttrium ore to the surface, which the drones collect and process. Judging by the material composition of the equipment, this is a shitty facility. Are we going to collect everything and dismantle the thing as well? Because these are our enemies. Cool, we're going to head back, do that research for the missile launcher, because that means we get missiles, I assume. Before continuing through that gate there at the bottom, that's the next one we haven't done yet. Research. So I assume that this is, yep, it is an additional thing that is coming up new. $125. I don't have enough research points. It's interesting. Right. So the light frigate needs missiles, which we don't have, but we can do a medium surveyor. I mean, the medium surveyor must be better than. Okay, so we have, how many you have? 2 reactors, 3 engines, 4 turrets. So it's roughly similar. I should have saved the other one, right? And then recycled modules? Not sure. But it's an extra engine in this, right? I think so. Okay, cool. We need more research points, basically. Otherwise, this is nothing. Cool. So we go back here. I feel like the handling is better. God. Also have the feeling there was way more damage. Lots of enemies here. So if you approach these guys from behind, they can't launch their missiles, which makes sense. Oh. Let's check out the anomaly. On approach, the team fails to spot anything that looks of interest in the endless desert. The team's engineer wonders if the anomaly might be a false positive. Shifting soft sand make finding decent landing tricky. Eventually they locate a spot, but it's a few kilometers from the alleged anomaly. Investigate on foot. It's a mystery how the team missed it from the air, but the short hike from where the lander sets down is an oasis. Scan failed to detect anything at all unusual in the water, which is at most 2 meters deep and crystal clear, but the team members take turns investigating to be sure. That's it. I thought there would have been something. Apparently not. Okay. There's a planet here a bit further back. So what we're looking for at the moment is actually research points. So we need 120 for the missiles, and then also wanted to increase the speed. So that's another 80, I think. So we want to have at least 200 before going back next. Cool. That looks like a normal star. Oh, we have another friendly, possibly friendly ship. But there's also an enemy. Seeing that correctly? Oh, one of those. Thanks for knowledge. We can do the smaller one for 35. Entark did not think like the others. She asked, "Why should I have offspring just to send them to war? Why should I remain here in this cave? I wish to see the stars." They cast her out. She traveled with a small clutch of sons and daughters through the stars. They traveled from one end of the great star tentacle to the other, trading and turning sun drops to fallen stars. With these fallen stars, they befriended the Uluku. We told them where to find what they sought, a graveyard of shattered starships fallen from the Progent War. With these, they built a citadel and roamed no longer. Traders came to the gates and said, "We need no password and we surrender our arms." That's the password. So we need no password and we surrender our arms. Gotcha. Need no password and we surrender our arms. Cool, so we can go back to this other place the next time we find one of these gates. Anomaly. Scanners were unable to detect any indigenous life on this arid, rocky world, but a high plateau is riddled with tunnels. They do not appear to be the result of natural geographic activity. As the team approaches one of the tunnel openings, faint metal rattlings can be heard. Mining equipment just inside the entrance appears to be of Chitic origin. Send them in. 12 titanium, -2 crew. Of course. There isn't a gate here, so we might just go to the next system. And hopefully there's a gate there. Which one's the closest planet? This one. With an enemy. Right. Anomaly on the planet D. On approach, the team fails to spot anything. Desert. Foot. About a kilometer away from the lander, from the top of a tall dune, the team spots a large craft in the distance. Through high-powered binoculars, it appears to be a Starcom vessel. The vessel is now even further away. The team It was our own vessel. Well, it gave us research points, so that's good. Bloody idiots. There's 2 more planets here. And this could be a gate. Fantastic. Exactly what we needed. Another desert planet with an anomaly. 3 enormous pillars of weathered rock stretch up into the clouds. Upon closer inspection, it appears that they were once part of a tremendous artificial structure, possibly a building or ceremonial relic. While its overall shape has eroded beyond recognition, seismic scanners reveal an entrance a few meters below the sand of the largest pillar. A flight of enormous stairs, each nearly a meter high, climbs for half a kilometer through the interior of the pillar before reaching a large vaulted chamber. At the far end is a large apparatus of stone and metal that looks like an orrery of the star system. There's a control panel covered with glyphs. Using the ship's translator, it appears that it can be used to open one's eye. But the eye. There's deep rumble, EM radiation on board the ship, and energy reading is detected elsewhere in the system. We'll fucking open something. There's one more planet here. And then we might have to go and find whatever we just opened. So there's another system here, but I might just head back for a second and see if we can find what we opened. I think there was this planet, right? Far to the left. Let's see if anything happened there. So like the whole square is the system? Open the eye. Or do we have to go back to... Can we move? We can. I don't know if we have to go back to the other planets. Or maybe... But that would be weird. I was just thinking because we already were able to open the gates, right? Maybe this just opened that gate if we didn't already have it. That makes sense? Let's check the planets. Open the eye makes sense for, at least in my eye, for this gate thing to open if you haven't, like to give you another chance to open one if you haven't found the artifact yet, which would be weird though. Yeah. Saying that, we'll head back to the top there and try out that password. We need no password, surrender arms. The intercom beeps twice and the wicket door slides open. A heavily armed sentry drone appears and collects the team's weapon. It gives them a small voucher. That's nice. The inside of the Citadel is less impressive than its exterior. Hundreds of old starships have been converted into makeshift stores and residences. Aliens of various unrecognized races peek curiously at the team but close their doors on approach. In the center of the bazaar, a large command module functions as an administrative center. What appears to be a Chittic beckons the team aside. Welcome to Entak's Citadel, where all are free to trade with her agents. Shall I connect you with our residence trading system, or are you interested in some of our unique items? Why are you being friendly toward us? I understand. We are Chittic, not part of the Chittic Empire or its hive beliefs. Your disputes with the Chittic Empire are of no interest to me. Let's trade resources. Okay. Wow. Adamantine is like 53 and they're at 67. mean, they have a lot of, like, they have heaps of things, right? It's crazy. Also, you can't buy titanium for some reason. Yeah, that's closed for now. What unique items do you have? Okay, so a Progent turret mount, 225, ornamental box, 385, and leathery egg. This is all titanium, which you can't buy. We also need 85 titanium for the other story. Awesome. Very cool. We might just... Hold on. We only have 75 research points. I wanted to head back to get more crew, but nah, just continue for now. And head to the second part of this system. These are friendlies. Oh yeah. Greetings, Starcom Ambassador. I apologize if my manner seems distracted. I've been fielding reports of shitting attacks all day. Still, our government lacks the courage to act. Yep. Luku. The Luku are a curious race and a bit difficult to converse with. They have been a starfaring race for longer than I think even they know. Supposedly, they developed space travel before writing, although that seems dubious. I can tell you that they place a high value on mutual gift-giving, or what we call trade. If you got enough on the rock... Are you familiar with a race called the Vanderi? We are. We avoid contact with them outside of official diplomatic channels. They are obsessed with improving their technology to the point of resorting to aggression when they think it will help them get it. Awesome. Cool. So that's all we can do for now. Oops. Let's check out these planets. Yeah, definitely want to improve the speed. I mean, the missiles, I don't even know if we need missiles because so far we're really good at destroying stuff. Class A2 planet, so that seems life. The anomaly turns out to have been the scanner automatically flagging the location as a colonization candidate. It has abundant fresh water, comfortable temperatures, and a breathable atmosphere which the survey team leader describes as fresh and invigorating. Unfortunately, elevated radiation levels make it too dangerous for long-term habitation. Okay. Done. And then the other planet here looks also well. A2 as well. Lots of water.